Hey guys, Ningen here bringing you another Dragon Ball Z Dokkan battle video, and today we are going to be taking the awakenings for the physical Super Saiyan Blue Goku and the tech Super Saiyan Blue Vegeta into Super Battle Road. This is a weird first rotation. So we used them in videos yesterday to show off their teams. It was obviously the fact their awakenings brought new categories to global ahead of the scheduled release of some of the category leaders we are waiting for if we follow the JP schedule. Make sure you check those videos out. They're quite fun teams to run, even though they are only 120 leaders at the moment, but the units themselves are very good. I was actually very impressed in that video, the Master and Student Bond one. We managed to get Goku a full field of physical orbs, and he broke a 4 million attack stat under 120 leader skills. So I'm actually very interested to see what he can do here on Realm of Gods. I am using a split. I've brought the UI Goku lead and Zamasu just to average out the stats a little bit more. Obviously Zamasu gives 170% to attack but only 130 to defense, whereas UI Goku gives 150% across the board. So I guess we can keep the rotations like this. Although actually no, I think I want to link up UI Goku with the Goku because they both have Kamehameha. So kind of have to leave Vegeta here, just because of the layout of the orbs, but we do still have a Whis active as well, so we should be perfectly fine. We'll give you that, and then we'll give UI Goku these. So with all those orbs picked up and the Whis active, yeah, we're just not going to take any damage. 2 million attack stat already on turn 1, and that's the thing, is they're not only nukers who get, wow, an additional up to 2.2. Not only are they nukers that get 30% attack and defense per orb obtained if it's the right color, obviously tech for Vegeta, physical for Goku, but they infinitely stack their attack and defense. So as you saw there, by getting an additional super attack with Vegeta, his attack jumped up by another like 200,000. So I think these two units are actually insanely good. I've actually been trialing out the Realm of Gods no items run using them on the team, and obviously super attacks, they're still not able to really tank, especially in the early turns, but like you pick up enough orbs, and as you saw, like, in fact, let's go for it now. I mean, we've got the West Kai on the rotation, so it's not, obviously she provides a 40% support buff, which is quite significant, but you will see here that we are basically not going to take any damage with this Goku unless we get super attacked. So let's see what we can get here from Goku. So yep, double digit damage from Videl. We still took a bit from Devilman though, 1.8 million for Goku. Obviously he doesn't have a good link partner on this rotation, so Zamasu 1.7, because for me the Goku is Rainbow and the Vegeta is 90%. So in theory, once he's actually got a good link partner, the Goku I would expect to do slightly better than the Vegeta, solely because of that extra dupe in the potential system. So I didn't use an item though, so unfortunately Videl didn't super attack West Kai, and we got stunned with Jiren. Okay, so we're going to leave these two together because they have Super Saiyan Warrior Gods, and he is getting Fierce Battle from Jiren as well. So let's go ahead and get Vegeta Blue to attack Videl, and then we'll get Vegeta to target Devilman since we have type advantage, and then Jiren gets an automatic crit, so we'll get him to go after Videl as well. We can take the risk, well, I mean it's not really a risk, but we can go for the 18 key super with Vegeta Blue because we don't need to worry about him getting hit. Wow, crits and takes out Videl. Gets an additional 12 key super. Wow, that's quite a lot of damage from him as well. So Vegeta only, unfortunately, at 1.8. Obviously, this is the big thing about the fact that they are nukers, is obviously by performing another super attack, he will have raised his attack and defense from the previous rotation, but we didn't pick up the same amount of orbs, so technically his attack stat was lower. But of course, the one key thing is that they will be constantly increasing their defense. Wow, everyone just kind of went a little bit beast mode in that last turn, and we took everybody out, so I guess we can move straight on to the second fight. So let's see. Ooh. Okay, very good field of orbs for Goku, and we have an STR attack in the first slot as well. So let's see, we got 8 orbs here, so that is a huge. Let's see what's Goku. Yeah, see, his defense is 118,000 already, so that is pretty ridiculous. And we will guess I should have started with targeting Roshi, but I guess we'll just continue to attack Master Mutaito here. See, I kind of don't want to use an item just to see if Goku's going to tank, but there is that attack from the STR unit. But I guess we can always hop back in if we die. Let's see how he's going to fare here, because I feel like, okay, so 9k, 40k from the STR, there's a super attack, 77. Although was that from the oh, that was from the int enemy. That's okay. Reasonable damage though. And then of course, by supering and raising his defense that little bit, he then tanked for double digits. So yeah, these two are, I think, very, very good additions to the Realm of Gods team, especially for Super Battle Road. Super Saiyan Blue Vegeta, obviously the Evolution Blue Vegeta comes under that category, so he is one that obviously bears consideration. And then there is the Tech Super Saiyan Blue Vegeta as well, who is a support unit. But yeah, other than them, like, I feel like for the Goku, it's he's probably the best Super Saiyan Blue Goku, unless I'm massively forgetting someone. Obviously the Kaioken one is just called Super Saiyan Blue Goku, the old one, not the one that's just come out, obviously. And until he gets his Easy A, he's not really very good. So yeah, I think maybe that the physical one is actually the best Super Saiyan Blue Goku. I'm probably missing one, I'm sure, but yeah, Vegeta Blue, 3 million attack stat for Vegeta Blue, man. Free to play unit right here. 3 million attack stat. And Vegeta 1.8. I mean, we've seen, even with like a few orbs collected on like the first turn, we've seen them consistently over 1.5 million, which, when you consider that neither of them are Dokkan Fest exclusives and they're incredibly old units, you can kind of see just how ridiculously good these awakenings actually are. So I'm going to get UI Goku transformation. We did just use the item, didn't we, the previous turn, so we don't need to worry about that. Oh, and Jiren's going to stun as well. Okay. Not a lot of physical orbs on this rotation though, sadly. So let's go for you. Yeah, see, only 5. So, I mean, that's still, the thing is, that's still 150% attack and defense for the Goku. I mean, that's very good. I'm fairly sure, like, I'm like 90% sure. Do correct me in the comments if I'm wrong, but I'm pretty sure 30% attack and defense per orb obtained is the highest nuking ability in the game so far now. And I do believe it is only the Goku and Vegeta that have such a high percentage per orb obtained. So, and then they infinitely stack attack and defense as well. I guess we'll probably have to do a video taking them into the legendary Goku event, won't we? Because I almost feel like I want you guys let me know down below. Like, obviously it's we always try out like the new units in the Legendary Goku event, but sometimes I almost feel like it's kind of redundant. Like at this point we know that if a unit infinitely stacks attack and defense, it's going to be really, really good in the Legendary Goku event. I feel like you guys don't need to see a video of that whole event again just to see that, yep, there they are taking double-digit damage and hitting really hard, because that is essentially what the case is going to be. By the time you get to the Mastered UI stage, both of these guys will be taking double-digit damage and hitting pretty damn hard. Obviously, actually, I mean, I guess the video could be interesting because the physical Goku is going to have type disadvantage against the STR UI phase, and then Vegeta has type advantage disadvantage against the final MUI Goku. But they should have built their defense up high enough to still be able to take very little damage. So I guess I'll try it out. I guess we can always just cut out all of the bits in between and speed through to those final stages. So it looks like we can't avoid a Dokkan attack, which is a little bit of a shame, and there's no physical orbs for Goku. Now obviously the Goku is not completely reliant on same type orbs. You do get 20% attack and defense per orb obtained, which to be fair is still actually a very decent amount. But yeah, the fact that you get 30% for the same type and they create same type orbs. So like if you wanted to use one and not just both on like a specific team, you could very easily bring a orb changer to complement them. I mean, like Realm of Gods, for example, has Wirus, who changes 2 different types of orbs into physical. So whilst they won't share a ton of attack links, you could quite easily run a rotation of the Wirus and this blue Goku on a Realm of Gods team, and yeah, this Goku would be putting out some pretty insane numbers. So okay, so we're on to the last fight already. Making pretty decent time. I think it's pretty clear just how good these guys are on this stage. This is the only downside though, of course. So Jiren did not get the stun, and we do not have really any tech orbs for him to pick up. So can we drop these down? No. So I mean, we can get 1 tech orb and 3 normals, so that's still what, 90% attack and defense? I mean, it's not terrible, but for Super Battle Road that's definitely not what we're looking for. So I guess we will have to go ahead and use another item here. So we'll go ahead and do that. We'll save these physical orbs here. Because what's really funny is obviously they change a random type of orbs into their own type orbs. And when I was trying out some of the different no item builds for Realm of Gods, trying out those guys on the team, I did have one rotation where they were both on rotation, and Vegeta changed a whole bunch of orbs to tech, and then Goku changed all of the tech orbs to physical. So whilst they are both very good, it can be counterproductive to have them on the same rotation together because of things like that happening. So that is why, for the purposes of this video, and what I would suggest if you are going to use both of them, that we have them on alternating rotations. So Jiren getting the additional super attack, that's very, very useful. Deal a nice little bit of extra damage to Krillin, and Jiren tanking nicely as well. So another UI Goku transformation. Can we get a bunch of physicals together? There we go, perfect. Okay, so let's see. We got the Whis active still, so I guess we're not really in any risk here. That is a lot of physical orbs. Yeah, 130,000. Plus that's only going to go up once he super attacks. So we'll do this, and then I guess just for security purposes we'll target Krillin just to make sure we take him out. So yeah, double digits. Of course he's going to get super attacked. 99,000. Okay. Well, almost 2 million attack stat. That's not bad. And yeah, he's taking double digits from TN, who is the STR unit. So that is definitely very good. They are very solid choices. And like I said, I think they are actually going to be very helpful for the Realm of Gods No Items run. Their Awakenings coming to Global, definitely making it seem a little bit more possible on Global. I know a friend of mine is trying it out, but he has Gawasu and Zamasu and a spare copy to be able to run the spare Gawasu as well, which I feel they are. I don't want to say that you have to have them to be able to do it, but obviously if you guys have seen Truth's successful No Items run on the Realm of God stage, they definitely are incredibly useful. So we'll do this to take out Krillin. We'll go ahead and pop a Princess Snake here, and then let's see, I guess we can focus on TN. I guess we might as well do this, and then can we get a super with Westkai? No, so we might as well save those physical orbs there ready for Goku on the next turn. So Vegeta Blue, obviously not going to have any issue taking out Krillin here with the type advantage. I mean, see, we didn't pick up a huge amount of orbs and we're still over 1 million attack stat, which is definitely not bad. And then you see it jump up again. I mean, really, for Super Battle Road, defense is more important than offense. And I mean, both of these units, as long as we've picked up a reasonable amount of orbs, you've seen here that they are just out here taking double digit damage. Is there a way? Can we make these anymore? Probably not. Okay, well, we'll put you back in the front then. No stun from Jiren, sadly, so that's what? That's 5 physical orbs, and that's 6 and 2 rainbows. So yeah, that is actually much better. So let's go ahead and do this. Grab those for you. Let's double check his defense. Yeah, still around 134, which, considering the amount of orbs we picked up, pretty decent. So we'll give those to Jiren. I was going to say, anything outside of a super attack from TN. 321, are you kidding me? Okay. Still took 30,000 from normals as well, so obviously type disadvantage in Super Battle Road is no joke. Hopefully we won't die here because of that, but so that is definitely something to bear in mind. Obviously, with no item active, even with their defense built up, type disadvantage is still going to cause you quite a bit of damage. So, oh, Jiren with the additional super again. So Jiren not been super good with the stuns, but gotten off a couple of additional supers in this run. And we managed to survive the turn, so that's the important part. Transformation to Zamasu gives us a little bit of healing as well. So I think Vegeta, oh, look at all those tech orbs. Yeah, Vegeta should be able to take out TN here. So I'll go ahead and do that. Plus, look at our health right now. So we're at what? 78,000. So we'll grab these tech. What's his defense at now? 59,000. So we grab all these tech orbs. And there you go. We gained what? Around 60,000 HP. And we're up to 180,000 defense now. So we jumped up by 150,000 defense. Oh, sorry, 130,000. Which is pretty crazy. And then we'll give you those. I'm a little bit concerned about him super attacking though, so let's go ahead and do this. because even if he super attacks, we'll still take quite a lot of damage. 200, that gives him 275,000 defense. Okay. So yeah, obviously he's going to be taking double digits. Yeah, I'm just very, very impressed with both of these units. Their awakenings are very, very powerful. They've gone from being incredibly subpar units that you would probably never even consider including on your team, to actually being very, very strong. And like I said, unless there's one I'm completely forgetting, the Goku is probably the best Super Saiyan Blue Goku now. Vegeta, I think it's hard to say Vegeta is, just simply because of the fact that the Super Saiyan Blue evolution Vegeta exists, and he is of course very, very good. But and of course we do see things like this. This is where it can be a little bit not ideal. We couldn't get a bunch of physical orbs. We still managed to get, I mean, 20% per other type of orb is still really good. I mean, there you go, 230,000 defense. Plus we do have the Weskai on rotation, who is the 40% support unit, so that gives UI Goku here a 2.3 million attack stat. Huge chunk of damage from him, and then Goku's up to 1.7. But yeah, that defense, whew, double digits obviously. Is Jiren gonna get this done? Recently on loads of these runs for like showcases and stuff, Jiren has pretty much only stunned on like the final turn of the event, so I was kind of expecting it to happen again. We're basically on full health. Yeah, I figured a super attack was probably going to come here, but it's not going to be enough, even though it does close to 200k. So as you can see, if they do have one weakness, it is that regardless of building up that defense, because of the kind of damage you're taking in Super Battle Road, super attacks are still going to deal a lot of damage to you. But another additional from Vegeta takes out Yamcha. I think I mentioned it in the separate videos for the Goku and Vegeta on their teams, but I definitely would prioritize additional over crit on these guys, just because they infinite stack. I feel like that's pretty common knowledge at this point, that infinite stacking units should be prioritized with additionals over crits. But there you go. So let me know what you think of their awakenings down below. I think they are insanely good on their proper teams. Be very interesting to run them on the actual categories once the Dokkan Fest exclusives come out. And yeah, I think they could be very useful for the no items run as well. So that is going to be it for the video, guys. This has been the Master Ningen. Smash that like button, subscribe to the channel if you are new. You can follow me on Twitch or join my Discord. The link is in the description below. And I will see you all again soon. Have a good one.